I want to get back to a few things. What I said the other day about the steak. All I said was true. Another thing too, I never mentioned anything about Kelly being in videos, which has been said on another channel.
Yeah.
It didn't happen. This person talked about her. As for Gail, I heard Gail last night, and to be honest, my heart went out to you, Gail. I never fell out with you. We just don't talk because you're on different channels. AJ, you're the same. I heard you saying that the dog man has his faults, but he wouldn't make that up. I wouldn't make that up. It's morally stinking wrong. It's stinking wrong, so it is. I think that man is a danger to women. I really believe it. Gail mentioned something last night that I never knew, that he pretended to drop something, and when he bent down to pick it up, his dick was hanging out of his zip. People have said, why doesn't Dog Man pass this on? Well, I'm going to tell you exactly what I did. I never sent it to anybody. What I done was I took it round to somebody I know in a probation office and asked them what I should do about it. And they kept it. They kept it. I told them what I know about it. I told them what I know about it. I think it's disgusting. I think it's morally, absolutely stinking. Stinking. Anybody would do that. Anybody would do that. It's as bad as you'll get. I don't care about people who hate me, people dislike me, or people who like me. Morally, I can't be around something like that. I knew all along that he was nothing to do with Anton. Knew since way last year. And if anybody knows me, they know that I only spoke on one panel this year when he was on it, and that was for 2 or 3 minutes and left it. I never spoke to him offline, never spoke to him in chats. I always knew there was something wrong. So, folks, I'll tell you all now, morally, I can't be around something like that. I won't be anywhere near it. And I would just say to any woman, on the good side, the bad side, or whatever, don't be taking him bad. Don't be taking him bad. He's a wrong'un. He's an absolute wrong'un. And he knows where I live. He can get the address off Anton. Anton's been to my house. I don't have a problem with it. You're a wrong'un. If anybody wants to ask any questions, go ahead. But I think I've done the right thing.
Just type in the chat whatever you want to ask. Says I even the other day when I'd seen fucking.
That's right,
yeah. Was it? It was fucking that fat kind of Jim Tartley from Ireland, but I seen him on it, so I even went out my way because I was blocked on my normal account. So I signed up my other account, which is just us lads, that one. And I put a comment in. Yeah. The dog man doesn't lie.
Yeah. I'm telling you now, listen, you know something? I spoke to my missus, mate. She didn't see anything. Of course, I spoke to her and I said to her, and she listened to tell you, she's disgusted. She's disgusted. You know what I mean?
Do you know what it is, dog man? Not even about us arguing with them lot who want to tie about it, right? But then I'm sitting seeing stuff, and then I thought the other day I'll start back with you little dibbies. So they're going to try and sit and call us names about certain stuff when what we done wrong. So if they want to do it, I'm going to sit and reply.
I'm going to answer chemical gases because at the way at the start way last year, me and him just didn't.
Videos won't be put out anywhere, whatever people want to do.
I like chemical gases. I like what he comes off with. I'll tell you now, lad. Do you know what I've done? Unless I was done today. I never shared it with anybody. I went to see a friend of mine who works in probation. And I talked to him about it, and I let him take it from there, mate. And that's a God's truth. That's all I can do. All I can do.
That's what I mean. They're going to run with their narrative.
Give them the email address, everything that it came from, and listen. It'll eventually go back to someone. I done what I thought was the right thing to do. And then when I heard Gail saying last night, and I feel for her, that, you know, he showed his dick to her. Do you know what I mean? You know,
the thing is, so what I'll say, dog man, is so I'd heard something like so why have they or whoever kept the videos for so long? So if you want to have it both ways, so why has Gail kept that?
Not even that.
But it's got to work both ways, is what I'm getting at. We're not arguing about something like that. If they want to start when they're sitting trying to call us nonsense and that way, you're going to get it back.
Listen, I'd like to think that 90% of the time that we're calling HR bad names, we're calling it for the fucking laugh or a funny reason. But there's other times we're saying to people, you know, you are what you are. Do you know what I mean? You are what you are, and there's nothing's going to change that. I mean, I give Big Dave, Dodgy Dave, a hard time last year. Dave's not a bad person. He's just a fucking bit of a con man, a bit of an idiot. And You know, that doesn't make him a bad person. It doesn't make me done things wrong. But I've done worse. I've done worse, but nobody died. You know what I
mean? That's what I mean. But we, like I say, fucking hell, they can't have it our ways. If they're going to sit there and try and say, oh, you're nonsense, we're there. We're not the one who started any of this. But if you're going to go with us, I'm going to start putting stuff back about you. And people saying, oh, you put up a dead person's picture. I did. I didn't make it, but he put one of my relatives up who wasn't even cardiac. It didn't bother me. I'm
going to say this, Shufflin. I don't agree with everything you put up.
Oh, you know, I know that.
Listen, but you're still my very good friend of mine, mate. You came to my wedding, you stayed with us, you know. Listen, you and Anton, absolutely brilliant, lad. But do you know something? I've seen them slag your dead father off about being stolen and kidnapped, you know. I've heard your father was abusing your dead, you know, your brothers.
Oh, yeah. That's what I mean.
Now, there's an odd fella in, and I see sometimes, I don't say anything, but I even said something good about him a few weeks ago. Jay, he's Belfast. How you doing, Jay? How you doing, Jay, lad? I tell you what I will say, Jay. Stop putting these stupid comments into other people's chats, because I can read. But you're not the worst. And if you'd have seen when the boys were in Belfast, I was, Shuffling was about to say something like that. Listen, he's not the worst. He's not the fucking worst. So you should go back and look at it. Kenzie Kush, how you doing? Nah, listen, Marley, I couldn't keep that. Look, Marley, I couldn't, listen. I knew how to fit. I knew how to fit when I realised who it was.
Right.
Knew how to fucking fit. And that's the God's truth. Absolutely stinking. I don't even think they'd have it over on the other side. Do you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Honest to
fuck. I like that.
Yeah.
It's fucking...
Andy, Travis, Ice Queen, Celtic, what's happening? Kenzie Kush.
One thing I will say about this. Sweet. One thing I will say, incognito, every time you make your videos,
don't even talk.
Put stupid pictures out, you little wank there.
Exactly, but I'm going to read something Chemical Gases said, mate, and he's fucking damn right. He says, I'm surprised anyone surprised. The guy's got a foot-long dildo and gets it out on lays with 400 people in. But you know something? That's the truth. That's the truth. And to see that dildo, I call it an RPG-7 because it appears, and I can tell you now, Chemical, God's truth, I only had to watch it about 7 or 8 seconds. And I'm not joking you now, it was like, it was nasty. It was nasty. And it's been passed on now to somebody I know on probation. And I know they'll do something.
He did say some bad things about Ice Queen as well, like, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Travis, how you doing?
Really bad, actually.
Yeah, lads, listen, I've been on here, I've been called some silly things and stupid things and whatever, and some things said about my family and stuff. But listen, I'll tell you now, I'll never say nothing, a lie about anybody. I'll never make up something about anybody. This was still in front of me. I remember saying last year one time, yeah, send your dirty videos and all, I'll put them out, I'll blackmail you, just conscious. And do you know something? As soon as I seen that, and listen, I put my email address out there. This is my Ireland at gmail.com. And that's the first, I've had fucking loads of abuse on the email, but that's the first time I've had something even like that. Even like that. And that's a God's truth.
Yeah, not getting on, yeah. I just remember, I was just twigged on what he had said. I remember there, like, I remember what he said. Ice Queen's not again.
Yeah. I'm going to stick up for Ice Queen now. Jay has said some stinking stuff about Ice Queen. I don't think I ever said anything about Ice Queen. So I always send her hearts and kisses. But Dave, I'm still going to send things about you, you big idiot. Honest to fuck.
It is, Jay. I remember what he said about putting my chainsaw back and shit like that, you know.
Listen,
it's a closed panel, Jay. Go fuck yourself if you want to jump on a panel there. No, boys. Yes.
You see,
still on. You might let you on it, don't know.
Listen, I'll be honest with you, Shuffling. I'd say at this present minute, mate, I don't really care about YouTube. It actually made me look closer to home, mate. It made me look closer to home to what I have. You know what I mean? And for anybody who's out there and who knows a dog, man, he's now going to have a second rescue dog within a week. The next dog is a St. Bernard. And then I'm going over to Bristol to get a Great Dane, just to let you know. That's the reason they call me the dog, man.
There you go. That's what I mean. We didn't plan it like.
Gaza, what's happening? Jay,
There you go.
we would get on that, but have our differences. I don't do politics. Ireland belongs to the Irish, and that's it.
I didn't. Like I say, when we went to run, I didn't even know where I was going. You were just putting us all out, you know.
Listen, we went to the Falls, we went to the Shankill, we went to fucking Andersonstown, we went to the New Lodge, we went to the fucking Memorial Gardens. Dapper Dog, Axel Rose, the Major. Honest to fuck, the Major. It's good to see the Major back, actually. I heard he was in jail for shoplifting.
I was talking to you the other day, last week.
Six bags of nappies and brought them back with skid marks and tried to get the money back. Honest to fuck.
I've been quite.
Yeah, look, Jay, I swear to God, Jay, I'm going to knock you out. You in Europe, you UVF, dog man. You can stick Ireland up your arse.
Do you know what part? Was anywhere near where jail is? Where the fuck was it? Do you know what part? What was it?
Jay's over in the east. Jay's in the east. Listen, Jay lives beside probably one of the most iconic buildings in the world, mate. Or iconic stats things, which is he just lives at the bottom of the fucking that Harlan Wolf, Samson and Goliath, the two big cranes that built the Titanic.
Right.
Jay lives there. I heard that Jay used to work on the Titanic.
Oh, Bam Bam was back. Was that? Oh, Danny, was that Bam Bam? Yeah, Bam Bam in the chat last night. You were in a different state. I couldn't tell you where I was. I was just phoning. Are you on then? I'm presuming that's them.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jay, he had a cracking time in Belfast, lad. He thinks that, and you know something, he met people from everywhere. He met all different religions, even a different colour. There you go. What does that say? Dog man, what's the voice changer? Let me tell you something now. I'm sitting at my back door smoking a joint. I've had a chest infection since I came back from honeymoon. Coming back to this dirty hole from the fucking Caribbean. So if you think that I'm using a voice changer, or if you call it, did he call the voice changer? Listen, you need to clean your ears. You need to clean your ears. I'm not disrespecting you. I'm just saying to you, no voice changer. I've got a hoarse voice. I could say I got it many ways, but I'm not going to argue with somebody. Do you know what I mean?
I thought you all sounded the same, if you remember, over there.
Listen, so what do they want me to talk like? What do they want me to go? All right, mate, I'm from Belfast. Like, I'll take you down the road and beat your bollocks in. Do you know who my dad is? You don't even know who your dad is. Now I can go back to my own voice because that was fucking hard.
Cool. Listen, I was listening out the hotel window and I thought I could hear his voice, and I went outside. It was just fucking. That all sounded the same to me. I thought with his voice, all the same.
Well, tell you what. What's the plans tonight, show?
Yeah, like I say, it's just fun. Just a quick one on it, and just
BS monitor is state guilty. Let me tell you something now. Listen, there's none of us can find him guilty of anything. But I'll tell you what, if the evidence is in the proper hands now and it's followed up, he'll be found guilty, believe me, of something. I'm not going to speculate as to what or even try and fuck something up. But if you're going to ask stupid questions, could you go to Romper Room or something and ask them? Because you're asking them on the wrong chat. Nobody wants to hear that shit.
Yeah, we just, Dina, it was just a quick one. I see